What up gamers, Fancier here, and welcome back to Girls Frontline 2 Exilium. So yeah, let's resume the story here for part 1. Alright, let's go and challenge these guys. But yeah, just more story stuff that we gotta do. Let's go get more collapse pieces as well, so that we can hopefully get Pluma's Edge in the future. I can't believe I've done like the 2 10 pulls, but then it gave me all the other standard weapons except for the Pluma's Edge. That really sucked. Beneath the dull sky of the contamination zone. With Latara navigating, the lightly equipped dolls travel quietly and cautiously toward the experimental field, stepping over the occasional Elid carcass strewn across the ground. Worried about Miss Mathilde, Miss Lotta? Yeah, I hope they make it safely back to the camp. She has T-Doll as escorts. They will surely avoid the underwater reefs. Reefs? Is there an underground river here? Mr. Shivnaya probably meant they'd avoid places with lots of Elids. The Elids have all been drawn to the cooling towers now, and we wiped out many of them on our way, so they shouldn't have much problem. Right, thanks Suomi, Mr. Shivnaya. Just the Shivnaya is fine, fellow adventurer. You can call me that too, great sage, and Suomi. Sure, Shivnaya. I'll stick with Mr. Shivnaya, I got used to it. Now, you can chat, but don't lower your guard. Still, there really aren't many Elids around here. Looks like Suomi's right. Ulrid, something strikes me as really odd. Yeah, go on. Ulrid slows down to let Suomi, Shivnaya, and Lotta walk on ahead while she falls in line with Latara. There's surveillance everywhere in the facility, which means this place is closely monitored. Ulrid, you still remember the bots we encountered on level 2? We've been here for so long, but we haven't run into any of them or any kind of defense at all out here in the physical world. Nothing but Elids. Elids, right. You're right. The Elid flesh we see here is an advanced state of decomposition, so I don't think Elids have been coming here recently, at least to this place. Huh? This means that this place is pretty safe, right? Don't worry too much, Latara. It'll be fine. Yeah, nothing to worry about. Realizing the obvious change of topic, Latara looks toward Ulrid. Well, not only is she avoiding eye contact, she walks so fast her arms have stopped swinging correctly with the opposing leg. Latara thus rushes over and grabs Ulrid, causing her to bend backward. She scratches Ulrid's head lightly with clawed hands. Whoa, what are you doing? You're really tense. Don't force yourself. Ulrid cautiously glances over the three who have walked over to her front. She wearily hangs her head. Looks like you found out. The place seems abandoned, but the power's still on. I'm worried that it's not just some simple thermal power station. Have I been leading everyone into an even more dangerous place than before? What if? Are you worried about that the operations personnel might still be around? That they might take measures against us, like use the bots we saw on level 2 to attack us if they see us? Yes, things will really be bad if that happens. Humans. No humans with evil intentions are worse than Elids. If people are really still around, we will just return the supplies we took the best as we can, then leave and find somewhere else to settle. Is that really what we're going to do? But everyone is waiting for. Roslyn did not finish taking stock of all the supplies before they departed for the power station. The nearly depleted stocks of the doll collective worry her to no end. Worrying too much will affect your performance. Remember that it's just hypothetical at the moment. Even if the worst does happen, I will be with you to come up with a solution. You're right. It's pointless to overthink it now. I have a reliable Latara to help me out if we really run into trouble. And Ulrid always says that I overthink to the point of crashing. Maybe someone else fits that description too? I really am too anxious about it. I should have brought along my heart-shaped bubble wrap with me. Do those even exist? That'll be kinda cool. Big sis, I found something. Suomi waves to the two from above. Latara checks the overhead map of the thermal power station. We're here. It's the building right ahead. Let's head over. Thank you, Latara. Don't mention it. These coordinates are for that short building, right? It's not even half as tall as the warehouse we just were in now. Is the experimental field really in there? Get ready. There might be other kinds of defensive measures awaiting us. The dolls swiftly but quietly prop themselves up against the wall on both sides of the building's front door. Orid gently pushes the door open. It falls over with a thud, sending up a cloud of dust. The door is broken. I'll head in. Wait for my signal. Okay. It's safe. Come on in. Why is there a hole in the floor? This is obviously a tunnel to the abyss. The abyss. Likely the entrance to the experimental field. The collapse radiation levels are really high here, so it makes sense for the experimental field to be underground. We'll know what's up once we go in. Everyone, check your ammo, stay in alert formation, and get ready to enter. The dolls maintain formation in the pitch darkness, slowly descending the stairs. Mind your step. I think we're almost at the bottom. Seems to be a familiar smell. Soil? We're at the bottom. Be careful getting down. What's up with the red lights on the wall? What? Where are the red lights? It came from the walls on our two sides. Did the Supreme Leader not just see it just now? I did not see any lights. The Shivnaya. Don't go over there, Mr. Shivnaya. Those are bots. What? The blue arcs are of electricity spark all over the surroundings, and massive red lights light up on the walls. The silhouettes of bots crisscross in the dim lighting. The sounds of scraping metal resonate through the previously silent environment. It's optical camouflage. Run, get out. Head to the exit. Suomi, secure the exit. I'll hold him back. Got a big sis. Ulrid urges the dolls to leave while she still stands guard on the narrow staircase, striking down bots beneath her that attempt to ascend. The bots she strikes fall and crash into each other, but any gap is quickly swarmed by even more bots. Their overwhelming electric arcs making Ulrid's scalp feel numb. This is the same design we saw in level 2. Keep running. To outside. Do we got a battle now? Alright, here we go. I can't wait to get to the, the tougher levels. Sister, be careful. There's surveillance up ahead. Dang it, they're blocking our withdrawal route. No choice. They have to be eliminated. Now I can even just roleplay as them too, since now I got their characters here. But yeah, let me just dismiss everyone. I just want to make sure. I just feel like it's faster for me to do it this way, just because I don't have to like think about where to, find them. There we go. Because I'm sure there might be scrambled around. All right. But yeah, we'll do a auto battle just because, they're like level 19. I don't feel like sticking around to like watch this if it's gonna be like very easy here. Okay. And as I say that, they just kind of like froze there. Yeah, I got, like I said in the previous video, I got that one key where like I can just do the ultimate right away. And that was like, that is very, very useful, man. Just beginning with the shield. Especially with Ulrid like always being like kind of like, I guess, out in the open. So yeah, it's really nice. It's really, really nice. Okay. And dude, I can't wait to get back into the campaign. Like, I feel like my team, like maybe even though if an enemy might be a bit higher than us in levels, like I do feel confident in winning. Okay. Alright. Finish him off. Should be fast. And yeah, the highest level here is level 26, so it's not that bad. We're still like over the I guess the highest level for these missions, at least on the normal side of things. Nice. The group executes a fighting retreat, breaking through the army of bots surrounding them. But as they escape the building, gray-green snowflakes descend upon them. Big sis, it's snowing. The radiation levels are spiking. Why now? Everyone, keep close and follow me to the buildings. Don't get separated. Copy that. Oh, is that it? Okay. That was like shorter than usual. Let's go continue. And by the way, I forgot to do the thing that I said I was going to do, where I just take on Darcher again. But I thought about just doing it like afterwards, when maybe I'm like done recording, and then I can just play on my phone on my own time. Everyone, retreat as quickly as possible. Enemies seem to be all around. Ulrid, what now? Lotta, take the lead and advance in the 10 o'clock direction. Be sure to stay discreet. Latara, can we hold off the enemy together? Sure. Alright. Wow, that was fast. I just realized, like, it's, there was, like, no cutscene. It felt like everything that we... I guess every chapter that we went to, there was, like, always a cutscene. Like, a really long cutscene. Like, before and after battle. But things are getting a bit shorter, I guess. Like, things are going a bit faster than I thought. There we go. Nice. Yeah, if you ever get Dish of Naya, Lotta's gonna get replaced. Even though with Lotta, I've been getting her, like... I guess whatever those, like, copies are. I've been leveling that up. But, like, I just think Dish of Naya just looks a lot cooler. And they said she's a sniper, right? And I would love to have a sniper on my team. I gotta say though, with Lotta though, like, she's also like a freezing character, right? I'm gonna guess there's like some kind of like synergy with like Lotta and Suomi just because of that. Because, you know, they're both like ice units. I don't know. Wait, one thing I want to get, you know, is also Latara's weapon too. Because right now her weapon is the Pecheneg. It's not like the one that I guess she began with. But yeah, what I'm noticing is that, you know, I have been like looking up like, you know, I guess their weapons and stuff that they use. Like, you know, what would be good for them to use. And it seems to be like, at the most, like maybe like the purple version of it. Like, of course, like the elite will be the best, but I imagine I won't be getting those a lot. So the purple would be probably a lot easier to get for them. It should be safe for now. Take the opportunity now and be careful on the way. At the corner of the dilapidated building's third floor, an anxious face peeks out of the window with just a fragment of glass left on it. It's Ulrid and her companions, hiding in the corridor of this building. After ensuring that the others are hidden well, Ulrid carefully looks out of the window. Big sis, are they gone? Yeah, they are retreating towards the experimental fields building. Phew, good. There were too many. Their prime directive seems to be protection of the underground experimental field. Ulrid, did they use optical camouflage like what your body does? It's possible. Optical camouflage isn't exactly new after all. They hid too well in the darkness and took advantage of the environment. It's not strange that we didn't notice them. I'll look inside. Stay here and wait for my signal. Big sis. It will be fine. I'm just going over to have a quick look, so... What's with your faces? Whoa, what? Dish of Naya. Why are you aiming at me? What's going on? Okay, maybe Dish of Naya is not playable. I don't know. Is that her? Did she transform into that and then just unalive Ulrid just now? Come back, big sis. Ulrid feels what seems to be a shining object poking through her chest, followed by sparks which signify mechanical damage. Any more cutting? We'll reach the core. Not happening. Her neural module sends signal of her damaged chest, and Ulrid instinctively grasped the sharp, ice-cold object, preventing her opponent from cutting further into her chest. Oh wait, no, I don't think it's Dush of Naya. I think, I'm guessing that she was behind her. Like, she was taking aim at this person here. I thought that was Dush of Naya. I thought, like, she transformed. Like, I thought that was her with the white hair. Like, it just grew longer. No, that's someone else, I think. I just realized, I just looked over here. It just reminded me of the Tacit mark from Wuthering Waves. Like, is she a Resonator? At this moment, the Dish of Naya's bullet hits something. Hey, there we go, see? Hits something standing behind Ulrid. The blade piercing Ulrid is pulled out in an instant. Optical camouflage again, watch out! Miss Lada, covering fire. Her skin is so tough. Big sis, fall back. You're... Latara reaches out to cover Ulrid's chest wound. Tissue fluid and machine oil flow freely from her stab wound, staining Latara's hand. You know, I would love to see that. Like, yeah, it sounds kind of gory, but like... I'm kind of like curious what that looks like with the machines, you know? Like, I guess instead of like, you know, blood, you just see like the oil spill out. Like what the description said. I'm fine. Latara, is that a doll? It looks like the one in the photo. Might be, but focus on returning fire. She's too fast. So yeah, I thought that was Dish of Naya. I thought she's transformed. Because, you know, like whenever sometimes when you bring in like outside forces, especially ones that at first you were like kind of like skeptical about, I thought maybe they would like turn on us. But no, she's fine. Okay. I can still see her be playable in the future, because I'm assuming that the bad guys might not be playable in the future. Oh boy. Dang, look at her though. She's scary. The strange phantom-like doll deftly darts around, using the objects in the corridor to evade the hail of fire directed towards her. She rapidly approaches Ulrid's group situated at the other end of the corridor. Take cover, quickly. Ulrid shoots the ceiling connector of a hanging light, sending it crashing down along with pieces of the weakened ceiling. The strange doll shifts around repeatedly to dodge the falling debris, forcing her to pull away from the group. Run! Faster! Faster! Miss Lana, shoot the ceiling. Will do. Under Suomi and Lana's fire, the ceiling produces falling debris once again. The strange doll has nimbly manages to dodge the falling objects. Not good. She's too fast. We can't stop her like this. With this. The window. We can get out of the window. From the window. Jump out? 3 floors. I hope Roslyn doesn't get too angry with us. Ulrid breaks the already half-broken window, helping Lada up to the ledge. You first, Lada. Whoa, it's so far down. Suomi, the Shivnaya, quick. Okay. Latara, watch out. Ulrid. Jump now. Ulrid and Latara land and roll a few times on the ground before coming to a stop. Suomi and the Shivnaya help them up. Immediately afterwards, the strange doll chasing them jumps down too, her durable body emitting a dull, loud slam on the ground. Dang. Yeah, she's really scary. Big sis, she's here too. How unrelenting. Run. Retreat towards the warehouse. I shall stop the steps of evil. Good, that's a hit. The Shifnaya's round strikes the strange doll's forehead, causing her head to lurk back in an uncanny manner. But in the next second, her neck emits a series of clicking sounds and returns to its normal position. Her forehead is marked with a faint dent. I just realized now, they have like an audio visualizer here next to their name. That's so cool. Like you'll see it in the next line. It recovered? What kind of demonic tech? Like over here you'll see like the audio visualizer. Yeah, see? That's so cool. I never noticed that before. Dish of Naya, dodge! The strange doll rapidly advances right to the front of Dish of Naya with no one to stop her. Dish of Naya, who was still in a sniping stance, is unable to respond in time. Lada comes in the nick of time by suddenly pushing Dish of Naya's left hand from behind, causing her to land on her back. Her opponent's attack grazes the tip of her nose, but at the same time, a snapping sound is heard from her left shoulder. Huh? My arm! Lada, watch out! Yeah, that arm is fragile, right? Lada is still looking at the mechanical arm in her hand with a stunned look on her face. The strange doll attacks, so Lada instinctively reacts by swinging the only melee weapon. Oh, whoops. The only melee weapon, like object she had in her hand. Dish of Naya's arm. Man. My arm! The mechanical arm lands a hit on the strange doll, then flies out of Lada's hand. Good thing that the strange doll seems to have its movement slowed due to the recent heavy strike from Lada. Sorry. I'll help. I'll go get it. Natara, provide covering fire. Under Ulrid and Natara's covering attacks, Suomi picks up Dish of Naya's dropped arm, then turns and runs towards Ulrid and the others. The one arm, Dish of Naya scrambles to pick herself up from the ground. I have it. I got the arm. Run. The crippled hero will face the wrath of the great healer. Stop caring about wrath or whatever. Run, Miss Dish of Naya. That's funny. The great healer. Yeah, that's terrifying. This new opponents here that we have going on. Alright, what is next? Oh, I should have checked if there's like a maybe you know, like those extra battles instead. After their hasty escape, the group is eventually forced to hide at the cooling tower full of steam in order to hide from the strange doll. The few dolls meekly hide in a relatively clean corner, away from the yellow-green speck steam rising from the bottom of the tower. Natara checks Dish of Naya's arm socket, the incident from a few minutes back. As to her worries, she wants to write a letter again, but obviously, this is not the time. Light footsteps are heard, causing Suomi and Lada to rise on alert. Is that Big Sis? Yes, it's me. Ulrid has returned from her scouting. Suomi hands her a rag, which she used to wipe off the droplets on her body. The steam. I don't think it will affect our body's functions immediately, but it seems to conceal us pretty well. How's the situation, Ulrid? Just a few clueless elites fighting each other outside. I didn't see the strange doll. We didn't retreat to the warehouse according to the plan, but we were chasing to the cooling tower. But it looks like we did manage to shake her off. Though we did plan to explore this place anyway. How's the Shivnaya? Miss Atara is helping with the repairs. Big Sis? Are you alright? It looks like a pretty bad wound. Ah, you mean this? Ulrid looks down at her chest, which is now covered by a thick layer of insulating tape after being stabbed earlier. She lightly pats it. It only looks bad because that thing managed to cut a pipe containing tissue fluid. Don't worry, nothing important was damaged. It's also sealed up now, so there's no problem. Ulrid waves at Suomi, then makes 2 steps in. She sees Latara wrap Dish of Naya's shoulder with tape. Managed to more or less restore connection, but it is quite unstable. With our high risk of poor connectivity, that's all we can do for now. If only Mathilde was here, she could definitely perform a better repair. Sorry, it's all my fault. No. Lada was trying to save me. The Great Sage too. You repaired it well. It's all on me. It was me being the rock that blocks the way forward. That's the first time I've heard anyone call themselves a rock. Don't blame yourself, Dish of Naya. Your body did not receive proper repairs in the first place, so it's normal and expected for it to break easily. I helped everyone? Of course. I'd be hurt even worse if it wasn't for your help. Right, Latara? Latara? Ol returns to face her after not hearing Latara's reply. She notices that Latara is deep in thought while staring at a nearby pipe with hot water gushing out of it. What's bugging you? You seem pretty serious. Orid, have you noticed what's beneath the floor? Can't be sure because of all the vapor, but the yellow-green things are collapse crystals, right? Yes, distributing collapse crystals at the bottom of the cooling tower, then using the tower stack effect to have the air currents carry collapse particles out into the air will allow one to increase the collapse radiation levels in the surroundings. If we combine this context with what we have observed, there should be 3 abnormal cooling towers like these. They are located in a few places, enough to affect all the ruins in this region. So, if we are able to stop these cooling towers from spewing green vapor, the collapse radiation levels will lower, right? Once that goes down, the elids will head elsewhere, making it easier for us to resume our search. Resume our search? Yeah, we can't be sure about the situation in the experimental field yet. But with so many bots and that strange doll guarding it, it must be difficult for the elids to lay a hand on it. There's a lot of seeds in the warehouse. If we can really grow vegetables here, we'll have a secure revenue stream in the future. Once we have money, we'll be able to expand the server. Many of our friends are still active but haven't been able to back up their neural cloud for a long time. But if we've only searched and seen the supplies from one warehouse so far, the surveillance systems have indicated even more supplies and equipment that we can use around here. Now that we have found a way to evict the elids, it will be much easier for us to conduct searches as long as we can to stop the cooling towers. And those doll repair pods, even if we can't move them, we can start them up for our use. Are we planning to settle here? Maybe not settle, but use this as a temporary rest stop for a little R&R would be much better than staying at our current resource empty location, no? Alright, we were just attacked by the defensive bots and the strange doll from before. That's true, but that is something that we can be resolved, right? How? That doll must have some connection to this location. You've seen it too. The photo with her in it, and if she's here, the other person in that photo is here too. Maybe the humans in charge of operations and maintenance are behind their actions, and they will definitely command these dolls to attack us. But collapse crystals that no one has cleared. The thermal power facilities are still running as if someone has forgotten to turn them off. The abandoned defense bots, and that doll. We can still accept the environmental conditions of the abandoned thermal power station, but with all that, it's hard not to believe that all of this is intended. The thermal power station is only seemingly abandoned and is actually still running as intended. Let me think. Ulrich is no longer able to mask her own dismay. She slumps down to the ground, holding her head in distress. Latara's analysis has revealed all sorts of pessimistic results, bearing a serious look on her face. At this moment, Ulrich hears a low-volume mail notification from Rosalind. It's a pity, but these are my conclusions. We cannot ignore these issues. Why? Then we won't be able to rest and repair? We won't be able to awaken Wolfen? Intense despair is always the first to arrive, not the faint sense of hope. Ord is silent. She hangs her head, her eyes staring at her communicator with a stiff look on her face. Latara, too, lowers her head and purses her lips. Noticing their expressions, Suomi tries to console them in a panic, but is anxious and on the verge of tears herself. Everything will be fine, Big Sis, Miss Latara. I've observed the doll, as well as the movements of the bots. We won't be caught by surprise again. I'll protect everyone. Suomi's anxious words are carried in a sobbing tone. Ulrich pinches her thighs hard. How embarrassing. Why am I like this? Not wanting to be under a human's thumb, but scared to death after hearing that some humans might be still around here. What the heck am I doing? Big Sis? Ulrich keeps her communicator in one swift motion, then springs up from the ground, pressing her hands down on Suomi's shoulders. Sorry to have made you worry. I didn't expect that Suomi was the stronger one between the two of us. I've got my thinking in order, everyone. Even if there's still humans around here, it's pointless to be frustrated about it. Our collective needs supply fast, and there are dolls like Wolfen who await their awakening, so long as there is silver of hope. A sliver of hope? I thought it was a sliver. A silver of hope will never give up. Yes, so, what should we do, Latara? Huh? I'm not as good as you in calculations. This is a complex situation, so I should listen to you first. Bring out your boldest and craziest plans. But yeah, we'll resume in the next video, guys. We're at the 30-minute limit. But yeah, next time we'll keep resuming this story here. But yeah, that'll be for now, guys. That's game.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good